Welcome to the Quote Vault, where timeless words still speak. Today, we dive into the brilliant mind of Rene Descartes, the father of modern philosophy. From logic and reason to self-discovery, his words have shaped the way we think for centuries. Stay tuned as we explore his most powerful and thought-provoking quotes. I think, therefore I am. The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. The preservation of health should be the first study of one who is of sound mind. The greatest minds are capable of the greatest vices, as well as of the greatest virtues. To live without philosophizing is in truth the same as keeping the eyes closed without attempting to open them. The first precept was never to accept a thing as true until I knew it as such. Without a single doubt, common sense is the best distributed thing in the world, for every man is convinced that he is well supplied with it. It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. Doubt is the origin of wisdom. Each problem that I solved became a rule which served afterwards to solve other problems. The joy of discovery is certainly the liveliest that the human mind can ever feel. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt as far as possible all things. The intellect alone is the source of truth. The chief cause of human errors is to be found in the prejudices picked up in childhood. Whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. The more perfect a thing is, the more it feels pleasure and pain. The principal mark of genius is not perfection, but originality. Mathematics is the key and door to the sciences. He who hid well lived well. A state is better governed which has few laws, and those laws strictly observed. Truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the best men of past centuries. The will is by nature so free that it can never be constrained. I am accustomed to sleep and in my dreams to imagine the same things that lunatics imagine when awake. Nothing is more fairly distributed than common sense. No one thinks he needs more of it than he already has. The destruction of all prejudice and the establishment of absolute truth is the foundation of all real progress. The mind is most alive when it is working independently. The pursuit of truth by means of doubting everything is the most effective path to certainty. A man is nothing but a thinking thing. All sound reasoning is based on simple and unshakable principles. The best way to be successful is to focus on understanding things clearly and distinctly. All that is clearly and distinctly perceived is true. The power of reasoning is what makes us most human. It is not sufficient to possess a good mind. We must apply it. The senses deceive from time to time, and it is prudent never to trust them completely. The mind is easier to know than the body. Those who seek the truth must be willing to doubt all they have previously believed. The idea is the essence of thought. Clarity and distinctness are the marks of true knowledge. It is good to know something of the manners of different nations that we may judge our own more soundly. My method is simply to doubt everything until I find something certain. Intelligence consists not only in knowledge, but also in the skill to apply knowledge in practice. To be something is to be perceived by the mind. Perception is not always to be trusted if not examined. Clear ideas are those which are present and accessible to the attentive mind. A clear idea is one which is open and bright to the mind's inspection. To perfect reason is to perfect the self. The strength of the mind is proven by its ability to free itself from prejudice. Our thoughts must be ordered if we are to achieve understanding. Science is the accumulation of certain and evident knowledge. We should not judge the past by our modern understanding.
A well-governed mind has more power than the body. Mind and body may seem connected, but are essentially distinct.
Understanding reality requires deep examination and structured doubt. What we see with our eyes is not always what we should trust. Geometry is the purest form of reason. Each step in reasoning must build logically on the previous one. Truth is revealed not by authority, but by reason. True wisdom lies in a methodical search for knowledge. Intuition and deduction are the twin pillars of reason. No problem can withstand the assault of sustained thinking. By thinking carefully, we uncover the principles that guide all knowledge. A sound mind is a fortress against error. The search for truth begins with the elimination of false beliefs. A good education consists more in sharpening the mind than in memorizing facts. Reason distinguishes humans from animals. Every effect has a cause known or unknown. The imagination sometimes exceeds reason, but truth belongs to the latter. The mind seeks order and clarity, like the eye seeks light. Understanding the nature of things begins with defining them precisely. Observation and logic must work together to yield truth. The capacity to doubt is a gift that brings us closer to truth. Proper method makes discovery not only possible, but inevitable. Rational thought is the surest path to progress. Certainty in knowledge is achieved when doubt is overcome through clear reasoning. The origin of knowledge lies within the mind. The ability to form judgments rests on reason, not sense. Systematic doubt leads to unshakable belief. The mind is the only thing of which we can be certain. What is not clearly known must be doubted until it is understood. The habit of careful thinking forms the strongest intellect. Intelligence develops when it learns to recognize its own limits. Understanding results from disciplined reflection, not instinct. Language can express thoughts, but not all thoughts are clear in language. Reason is the light that illuminates the path of understanding. Ideas must be examined, not merely accepted. Knowledge begins when assumptions end. A clear principle is worth more than 1,000 facts. Do not trust tradition when reason contradicts it. The most fruitful discoveries are those derived from questioning the obvious. Without principles, logic loses its structure. Only that which can be reasoned can be trusted as knowledge. Mathematics is pure reason applied to quantity and form. Where clarity ends, uncertainty begins. Abstract reasoning is the highest exercise of the intellect. The senses can mislead the mind, but reason can restore its course. All reasoning must be grounded in self-evident truths. The capacity to reflect separates humans from instinct-driven beings. Understanding reality involves distinguishing appearance from essence. Method is more important than inspiration. Each thought should be as certain as a mathematical proof. A single truth is stronger than 1,000 errors. Order in thinking brings clarity in life. To master knowledge, one must master doubt. Rational analysis yields more than mere observation. Complexity must be reduced to simplicity. To be understood, doubt is the first step in the path to wisdom. The whole of science is built upon doubt and method. The truth is found by questioning what is commonly believed. To doubt well is to think well. All understanding comes from within the mind. Logical analysis clears away the fog of confusion. A sharp mind cuts through illusion. Knowledge without method is like power without control. The mind is the easiest thing to know and the hardest to define. A problem well stated is a problem half solved. Nothing is more certain than the fact that we doubt truth resides in simplicity, not in complexity. The best minds are those most adaptable to change. Mastery of thought leads to mastery of life.